So let's talk about animated feature film. I don't know how many of you have seen any of these. I've seen 4 of the 5.
I've seen 2 of the 5.
2 of the 5. Okay, so maybe you and I can have a conversation about those two.
I don't think I've seen any of them, so have at it.
Yeah.
I'll take 5.
Yeah. Okay, so Brave, Frankenweenie, Paranorman, Pirates, Band of Misfits, and Wreck-It Ralph. I've not seen Wreck-It Ralph.
I saw Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So we've got them all covered. Brave, I didn't like. I thought it was actually a bad film.
Wholeheartedly agree with you. That was the other one that I saw out of the 5.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why it was nominated.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that it's
Pixar. It's
Yeah.
Pixar, and I mean, what else are you going to nominate for animated?
And it seems like, it's the first Pixar movie with a female hero at the center of it.
But it
so
still
it's
has
this
to be
progressive thing. And
and
it's
I
like, no,
love-
it's not. It's a really poorly done film.
Yeah, and I love that. That's great. Bring me more films with women as the lead. Bring me good films with women as the lead. All right.
Well, I'm losing the name of it. The one that was based on Rapunzel that came out 2 years ago. Tangled was a
That was a good movie.
Great.
I love that
animated film. Yeah,
I love that movie. I love that movie.
Brave was no Tangled.
No, definitely not. So I'll talk real quickly about the 3 that are sort of in the ether here. Frankenweenie, Paranorman, Pirates, Band of Misfits. Pirates is really funny. It's really fun. It's the kind of thing that an adult could enjoy and sit down and watch and be like, awesome, I really liked that movie. But that's about it. It's not deep. It made me think that it was like based on other material, but it's not. It's wholly original, but it just felt very familiar, like maybe this was a TV show or something like that, but it's not. Paranorman is sort of like a zombie thing. It's cute, it's interesting, but it's not – it didn't grab me. It didn't make me like – it didn't glue me to the screen or anything like that. Frankenweenie I loved. I loved Frankenweenie. It's full of all of these old like monster movie references that some of them are very intense, some of them are very subtle, but it's just excellent. Let me look up my notes on it because I wrote down a lot about it. So there's a character based on Victor Price. There's a character based on Frankenstein. There's a character based on Igor. There's a character based on the Bride of Frankenstein. I mean, and they're all – it's not like a sign pointing like, look, this person looks like that character. It's just like this person looks like that character. If you pick up on it, good for you. If not, then we're not worried about it. And it just builds and builds and builds into this sort of insane monster movie. I don't know how you could like – I don't know if a kid would enjoy this film. I thought it was brilliant because I loved all those little things. But maybe that just works too well on me, just all those little things about it. But
Wreck-It Ralph played off the same thing where it's set in a video game world. It features some of the characters from video games that someone our age would be nostalgic for. So Q*bert shows up, people like that. And it does the same thing, which I think what the call for most good animated films to do is, which is give the kids an entertaining story and give the parents something they aren't going to want to shoot themselves during. And Wreck-It Ralph does that really, really well. It gives it gives the kids new characters to explore while it's also kind of picking up on our nostalgia for our youth.
Yeah.
And I really liked it.
Yeah. The other thing I find interesting about this category is that 3 of these 5 are stop motion.
Yeah.
You had this big wave. It was all cell animation, and then there was this big wave of computer animation, and everyone wanted to go to computer. Now we're going right back to stop motion. And I read an article that was like, it's actually cheaper to do a stop motion animated film, like way cheaper than it is to do a 3D animated film. So, and it works. It works really well. I think Frankenweenie proves that. It looked amazing. Paranorman, I didn't really love the character styling in that as much. I didn't really dig into the characters that much, but Frankenweenie, I really liked the way the characters all looked, which was good.
The odds websites have Brave as the big odds-on favorite.
If it wins, the only reason it wins is just leftover Pixar-ness, and they're like, where's the Pixar movie? Check. That's literally the only reason it could win. It is the worst out of these 5 films. Absolutely, I guarantee it is the worst out of those 5 films.
I could also see it winning, again, for that female lead character thing, and everyone just voting based on that.
Yeah.
Not having watched the film.
Yeah. I have heard a lot about Wreck-It Ralph. I've heard a lot of people say how much they loved it, so I would hope that wins.
I tend to believe the Academy doesn't know what they're doing, and Brave will win.
Yeah.
and I've only others seen Wreck-It Ralph, but I loved Wreck-It Ralph. I'd recommend it to any of you.
Yeah. Okay. A Place for Film is recorded at WFIU Studios in Bloomington, Indiana.